Start your engines, hear the crowd. Talking racing now, we're revving loud. From Daytona nights to Talladega days, we're chasing rumors, hearing what they say. Pit crews hustle, tires burning fast. News and whispers, nothing's gonna pass. Talking racing now, we're hitting the track. NASCAR stories, no looking back. Engines roar and the fans all cheer. Every lap we're bringing the latest here. From rookie rides to legends known, victory lanes and dynasties grown. We'll spin the tales where speed's alive. Every week the racing vibes. Talking racing now, we're hitting the track. NASCAR stories, no looking back. Engines roar and the fans all cheer. Every lap we're bringing the latest here. Green flags flying, hear the sound. Talking racing now, the best show around.
Oh, it is Monday. The place to be. It's Talking Racing now, right here on the Stanley Media House Network YouTube channel. I am Sean Stanley, the great Spencer O'Neill, along with me, and it is time, baby. Time in the cup.
That's right.
Coronado is behind us. The good, the bad. I saw that Ben, your boy, sent out a text saying, we'll learn from it, and we took notes and different things that they did there, and so we'll see how it goes. But Spencer, one, how are you doing this evening? And two, your thoughts on Coronado overall.
So, loved Coronado. Awesome race. Thank you, Austin Hill, for opening up to chaos. Love a good chaos. Not, certain fan bases and certain drivers probably didn't enjoy that, but listen, after lap 36, 40, whatever it was, 39, I think. 31. Sorry, I got it written down here. After lap 31, when that accident happened, the race was wide open, and we had chaos, and it was awesome. I saw the poll got 86%. I want to say 86% good race, which is a solid one. Yeah. So can't ask for much more besides a better fan experience. But as far as the television experience, it was good.
If Corey HEIM doesn't win, if that's an 86%.
Yeah, I think so. It was good.
I think the fact him winning it helps it, though. In the thing, it boosters it, man. I mean, again, and the way him and Tyler Reddick were racing, their teammates, part-time car, they get together. Reddick gives them a little bit of space, kind of a reset, and then it was on from there, and then Reddick cuts his tire. Ends up falling back to 27th, which helps out Hamlin.
Helps out me.
We'll talk points later. Yeah, it helped you out too, damn. Dude, I was at the I wanted to be like, I was going to text you right before Reddick, the stuff happened. I was like, look, technically he's a part-time driver. Doesn't count. First place is the first full-time driver. So therefore I'd win. And then all of a sudden I see him slowing down. I'm like, oh, no.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah.
Oh man, I don't think either of us had a good day points wise, right?
No. We both got 1 point.
We did get one. I did get one. Okay, I couldn't remember. I know. I was watching Elliott there at the bottom try to creep 13, 12. I think he finished 11th. I think he's right outside the top 10. I think maybe
11 or 12.
Yeah, I can't remember where he ended up, but yeah, I was watching him trying to get another point for me. But yeah, it was an enjoyable race, and I think the fact too that it was a pretty cool sight to see, and the way they did different angles, and you could see it, like you said, on TV. I think it made for a very fun and watchable race, and it was racy.
It was racy.
That was the thing. That's what I don't think we see at a lot of the other tracks where
So many places to pass at Coronado. It's awesome.
Yeah, there at the other ones, there's usually 2 or 3 corners where okay, they're going to try to dive bomb here for a pass and everything else. At this track, it was, again, there were some treacherous areas there, but a lot of good racing. It felt like, and hey, look, once SVG and Connor and Ty Gibbs and that front area got taken out, as you said, it was a wide open race, and kudos to Corey HEIM. Was it Booty Parker? Is his buddy? Who's the guy?
Yep.
Right?
Yep. You got it.
So man, I mean, part-time team, 23-11. Denny Hamlin wins even when he doesn't win. I mean, this Hamlin guy, he's got 10 wins already this season. 6 as an owner and 4 as a driver. I mean, come on.
11. He's got 11.
Huh?
He's got 11. He's won 5 races himself.
No, he's only got 4. It says on the NASCAR official site. It says 4.
And maybe I'm dumb. I don't know. I
I'm
went
not
through
saying
it.
You're dumb, but I'm hoping it was 5. But I'm looking at the site. Heim's got 1. Reddick's got 5. He's got 4.
Okay. I must not be able to count. I was counting them up the other day. Whatever. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He won Las Vegas. That's 5. He's won 5 races.
So do they have it wrong on the? Did he get disqualified in one of them or something?
Not that I remember. So he won Vegas, and then he won Dover. He lost at Charlotte, right? And then he won the next 3: Nashville, Michigan, and Pocono. So I mean, that's 5.
7, 11, 16. How many races have they gone so far?
16 or 17, something like that.
Yeah, they've got somebody. They've got somebody winning that didn't win. I think here. Because
That dang internet.
They've got 16 wins, and of course, right, the 67's not on here because it's not a full-time car. So there's 16 wins up here. So they must have somebody with the win that didn't have a win, or doesn't have. Blaney's got a win, right?
Yes.
Ty Gibbs has got a win.
Yep. Hocevar's got 1.
Does Chase Elliott have 2 wins?
Chase does have 2.
Okay, Daniel Suarez has 1.
And Hocevar.
SVG has 1.
Yep.
Yeah, Hocevar has 1. Yeah. So if I do my math right here, that's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 11, 16 wins here. And then the 67 would be the 17th race.
Yeah.
So how does Denny have 5 wins, though?
I don't know. I'll go through it again, but I'm counting them. So I'm just going to the NASCAR app, and you go to races, and it says, it has them listed, and then it's got winner. So Pocono, winner, Denny Hamlin. Michigan, winner, Denny Hamlin. Nashville, winner, Denny Hamlin. Dover, winner, Denny Hamlin. Did he win Dover? Yeah, it says he did. Let me double check Vegas.
This is crazy.
I mean, it says he won Vegas. So I don't know. Yeah, who cares? I swear.
This is my guy. This is my guy. He's getting cheated right here, buddy.
Well, then NASCAR's got it right. Probably.
Oh, but you know what? I bet you. Oh, because one's the All-Star race.
Oh, okay.
They didn't count
yeah.
it. They didn't count Dover because of the All-Star race. That's where.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's where our confusion is. Okay. All right. So,
yeah, he only won a measly $1 million that day.
Yeah, that day. Yeah.
That's my bad. I forgot about the All-Star race.
Yeah, no, because I was looking at him like, wait a minute. And then I'm looking at the thing and I was counting. There's 18 races already on the thing. I'm like, wait a minute. And that's the All-Star race. I'm like, oh. Because I was looking for Dover, and then I was like, oh, that's the All-Star race.
Yeah, the All-Star race was wild. So, yeah, maybe that doesn't count.
And speaking of the devil, man, Hamlin, a very respectable race. Got up in the top 5 for a little bit, and then ended up falling into, I think 14th is where he finished. But for him, that's respectable, man. That's respectable. They tried some strategy, which a lot of teams were trying, hoping for a yellow. They didn't get it. Reddick ended up getting the yellow that they needed. they needed. The guy came out like a couple laps later, but then Reddick got in the issue, so that was null and void, and ended up costing him. And we'll get into the points in a little bit, but I mean,
How about Bubba?
Yeah, Bubba up to second after
Bubba,
being down a few
two
laps.
Yeah, penalized 2 laps, which is a long
he-
time to sit.
Yeah, and he raced back too. He raced a lot of it back. So,
Right? Green flag pit stops and
Yeah.
a couple of passes by and some cautions, which we had many, and you're back on the lead lap. You end up second. Not bad. He definitely didn't have one of the faster cars. I mean, he made his way up to the front with a little bit of strategy, but he was falling behind. He fell behind a lot when Reddick and HEIM just ran away. So
Yeah,
it's not like he was
He ended up-
necessarily performing super well.
No, but
hey.
I mean, for that area where he was at, I mean, you had Allmendinger.
Second is a great day.
Yeah, Allmendinger was, I thought, driving out of his mind.
Yeah, he was.
Herbst as well. He was up there for a little bit.
Yeah, he ran pretty well.
Chastain spun around and got back in there. Ryan Blaney, I feel almost for as good as he ran, ninth is a bad finish for him. But
he got a stage win too. So
yeah, he got a stage win. So
stage win one. Ryan Preece got another
was
stage win.
Yeah, he was all over the place. He was up and down and all around in this race.
Chris Buescher just looked awesome.
Yeah.
Some of the Fords, they had some decent cars. Zane Smith, that kid's a wheelman. I'll tell you what. Woo.
Yeah. No, he can drive. Todd Gilliland even had a pretty good first stage.
Yeah.
They mentioned him a few times up there. Chase Elliott had a very quiet day.
Yeah.
I don't even think they mentioned him that much.
It was an interesting day because we got to see a lot of drivers we don't see that often, right?
Yeah.
We got to see Zane Smiths and stuff like that. We didn't see a lot of Chase Elliott. We didn't see a lot of Denny Hamlin. I just didn't see him all raced, and it was kind of refreshing. It's nice to see some of the other guys up there competing.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I mean, that's the thing too with the road courses. I think almost, and I know, I think Corey LaJoy said it last night. He's like, we don't come here knowing SVG's winning, but we kind of already kind of chalk the win up to SV. It's like his race to lose, I think is the way he worded it.
Yeah.
And and again, not really his doing, but he got taken out early, man. And that opened up the doors to a lot of drivers that usually will probably play second or third fiddle, because that wreck also took out Connor Zilic, who's a good road racer. I know the 88, and so far he hasn't had a good season, but to be honest with you, it looked like he was on to something until he wasn't, which he was up against the wall and taken out of the race. Ty Gibbs usually does
running real well
on the road courses, and he was running well. This might have been a different race if it wasn't for the 33 hitting the wall and coming up and that whole chaos there. But I think it opened it up for what ended up being a fantastic race.
I agree. And and I think if we just saw SVG dominate all day, the good race, bad race poll, the enjoyment wouldn't have been as high. So, I think for the general NASCAR fan, the wreck ended up being a good thing, and not good for Connor Zilic, but it is what it is. Austin Hill, man, he just went into that corner too hot. It's too far off the wall, and it is what he ran.
Yeah,
Didn't give Connor any space.
Yeah, and the way those barricades are, once they hit, they push out and sling the car back like.
And it just destroys the car.
It destroys the car, but it also it slingshots it even more than normal. Normal wall kind of absorbs into the wall, where this one it's like hitting and slings it out, and the chaos ensued from there.
Let me stop you for a second. Hey, Adrian, if you're still there, check this out. Oh, you see that? Jameis's famous crab shack right here, baby.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, and you can't see, but it says "Eat 'em like you stole them."
Slim Pickens 420 said the race was wild. Yeah, no,
it was.
I think the fact that wreck happening at lap 31, not even halfway through the race, changed a lot of the complexion of the race taken out. Like you said, I think the top 5 pretty much was eliminated at that point, and then it opened it up. And, of course, we do know that currently now, at least for this week, heading into Pocono, it's HEIM time, baby. Yeah, man. I mean, for you, we've seen him drive. We saw them drive, and he comes into this race. And your thoughts on Corey HEIM and listening to everybody talk about him and kind of like I this is where I hope we pump the brakes a little bit, man. And I'm not comparing him to Zilich, but I feel like Zilich got a lot of pressure put on him.
Right.
Going to Trackhouse that was not deserved because he's jumping up into a car that he hasn't driven yet. And again, Trackhouse has got some wins, but not necessarily a proven team and a proven winner yet, I guess, in a way.
Right. And when you go to the road course, you're expected to win because this is what this is their bread and butter, right? So when it doesn't work out, it puts a lot more pressure on them. You know, next week at Sonoma, like that's a must win for one of the two.
Yeah.
And if not, I don't know what to say about the points going forward. But as far as Corey,
I'm just worried about the expectations they're placing on him because, again, even Denny Hamlin said, look, we had a checklist for him. We want you to do this at this race, this at this race, this at this race. And winning, I don't think, was on the checklist.
Right.
But now does that, you know,
and would he have won
forward, or is it like, okay, let's temper this because this was a road course race and a lot of the top cars weren't there. Like what is
for me
the expectations that you're placing on it right now?
I think it takes the expectations off of him a little bit, right? So when you first get there, you want to prove that you can be a cup driver. And we see a lot of young drivers, they come up and they have a high expectations and they struggle with those expectations. Connor Zilich, one of them. Austin Hill has come in and he's got a lot of experience. He's older than Corey HEIM. He's older than Connor Zilich and he's had some struggles, but you know, he's adjusted okay, minus that wreck, but he's adjusted okay. Connor Zilich just looks lost and broken. But you got to remember, Corey HEIM is a little bit older than Connor, too, right? Like, Corey HEIM is, 22, 23. So he's got a little bit more mental fortitude. He's definitely a wheel man. And as dominant as he was in the trucks, and I know this is the same thing for Connor, right? As dominant as he was in the trucks last year, it's not surprising that he's going to get in the car and drive well. And we've seen throughout the season, when he has run part-time, he's generally run better than Connor. So for him to get a win...
Taking out Denny, except when he took out his owner. That was
not
a good move there, buddy. But I guess
it was the best move.
The win allows it to happen.
But the win, what the win does is the win takes pressure off, right? Carson Hocevar, how long until he was going to get a win? Yeah. Ty Gibbs, how long until he was going to get a win, right? You keep talking about it. Corey doesn't have that anymore. 13 races, the win is out. Now the question is, when's number 2? But number 2, it's not as much pressure. He doesn't need to win again this year. I don't know that he necessarily needs to win again next year, but he just needs to perform well, and he needs to show progression still.
Yeah, he needs to drive and make it more than 3 or 4 laps every race.
Yeah, well, that's Connor, but yeah. I think it's good for him. I think it's good for the sport to have another young winner. And, you know, we've had this entire generation that's kind of petered out, right? And we're getting some of the end of some of those guys. We're getting the end of Denny. I think we're getting the end of Joey. And we've got the next sort of round. The young guys that were young, they're now in their 30s. You know, Austin Dillon's already 36. You know, the Blaneys and the Bubbas, they're 29, 30, 31, 32. And now we get the next group, right? And the next group looks good, and it's exciting. And I think that what we're getting is just the natural progression. We're getting the natural progression to the next generation, and they're aggressive, and they like to bump and grind, which this is NASCAR, and I love that. So big fan of the next generation, big fan of Corey HEIM, and congratulations, young man. But I think it takes some of the pressure off, actually. I think it's good for it.
Yeah. I know yesterday they were talking about it, and the way they're like, you know, this guy knows how to drive. He's going to be a winner, and it's like,
He was
I
was
feel
always
like
going to
this
be a
is
winner.
what-
Yeah.
No, I get that, but it's like when you come in with that, I feel like that's what's hurting Connor Zillage so much now. You expected him to come in, at least not necessarily like me or you. When I'm saying you expected him is, it felt like a lot of them expected him to come in and like run top 10, 15 every week, and it's like.
Yeah.
It's a big jump, man. It's a big jump for those. And look, man, he's the only rookie in this. I believe in this year. He's the only rookie.
He is. He's
Zillage,
the presumptive rookie of the year. Yes, sir.
Yeah, he'll be rookie of the year. So
And next time we'll have Corey and we'll have Jesse Love, and they can race it out for rookie of the year. But
yeah, that's gonna be
Yeah.
pretty interesting there too. All right, let's go
well,
ahead and
we'll see what happens with Cruzy too.
yeah. Brent Cruz, by the way, we were talking.
Yes.
It was a B, and then when he got in yesterday, I was like,
Just
Brent.
couldn't get it out of my mouth. A couple of corrections from yesterday.
Yep.
Brent, not Brendan or Brandon. Don't know why. Sometimes your brain just farts. And Denny has 8 wins at Pocono. Not 9. That's my fault. Got a little overexcited.
Oh, you gave me the extra one. Okay.
I did. I gave him an extra.
Yeah, hey, Slim Pickens. I'm right along with you, man. I'm a number 11 guy myself. I'm a Denny Hamlin fan, and I hope he has a championship winning season this year. And I'm just hoping we haven't hit the again it's streaks. It was Reddick at the beginning, then Hamlin got his. We know road courses is not his specialty. I was so excited he got a top 15. And, that surprised me. And the fact that we discussed this now in the rankings now, he cut into Tyler Reddick's lead even more. Yeah. He is now in single digits.
8 points right there.
8 points away, man. 8 points away after, I think it was Tyler Reddick, 26th or 27th. Place finish. Denny Hamlin ends up with a top 15. Like I think he got 14 is where he finished. So he gets 8 points. And man, this has been a fun season just for the fact that Hamlin's been running well. Now I got a question for you, and I'll leave it open for the chat as well. Do you got anything you want to talk about in the standings there in the top 10? We only did a top 10.
So, Chase Briscoe makes his way into the top 10.
Yep.
Looking good there. Chase Elliott falling back some. Carl Larson is quietly rising, right? I mean, he still hasn't won a race, but he's just consistently just up and up and up.
Yeah, the Hendrick boys switched.
But what I do notice...
up and Christopher Bell's dropped down. So.
Yeah, but what I do notice is that we've got 2 Spire drivers up there.
8 and 9.
Yeah, and 8 and 9. And wow. Just wow. Good for them.
And what if I told you the RFK car is Chris Buescher in the top?
I know. Well, that's not surprising that Chris Buescher would be the RFK car, but having an RFK car up at 7, I mean, Chris has really had a very consistent, nice season. Last year I called Josh Berry, right? Yeah. I called Josh Berry right before he won that race. And I think, not next week, but I think we're going to see Chris Buescher break through here in like the next month or so. I think it's coming.
Yeah. Eric Jones too, man. Again, he moved up another spot this week. I mean, not a big jump anymore, but now he's in the thick of the woods now to where, every race is going to move up 1 or 2. You're not going to jump like he was jumping there, but he continued to have a pretty decent race. And Slim Pickens 420 says, I don't know who I'm going to root for when he retires. I'll probably stick with the 11 car, depending on who they put in there.
That's the way. That is the way. You can pick a driver if you want. You can go back and forth from drivers, but then you're finicky. Listen, you got to pick a number, you got to pick a team, and you got to ride or die.
Yeah.
The 2 car does not make me happy. Not right now. But, 2 car for life. It's kind of like my Miami Dolphins, right? Sean's a Dolphin guy. I'm a Dolphin guy.
We're used to following losers. That's what it is, huh?
Hey, listen.
You get used to it, huh?
Back off,
Denny
back
Hamlin's
off.
a winner, buddy. Hamlin's a winner.
Yeah.
He's spoiling me. This Dolphins season's going to be terrible for me.
Yeah, well, no, we're going to hope maybe be the worst team in the league. The point is, one day when you do win, it's that much sweeter.
Yeah.
When BK broke through and got that championship, it was sweet.
Yeah.
You know, we went through all those years of Rusty Wallace just absolutely being the man, but not being the man.
Yeah.
You know, and it hurt because I was a baby when he won that championship in the 27 as the bear on the prowl.
There it is.
There it is. But he never got one in the 2, and it hurt.
Yeah.
But one day we're going to have a nice new driver in the 2. I don't think Austin Cindric is going to be a long-term solution. I do like the young man. I think he's good. You know, he's a Daytona 500 winner, but he's not the future, right?
Yeah. And also Slim Pickens 420 said, weird not seeing Logano Keselowski in the top 10. We talked about that, you know, a couple times on the show. And when you look back at it, though, honestly, like I feel like
Denny's the anomaly.
No, but I feel like the win and the in is going to hurt Logano.
Yes, very much so. But also, Denny is the anomaly, right?
No, yeah.
Denny is the anomaly. He's, you know, most of the time we see the drivers they grow up, they get kids, they take less risk. And racing is about risking. And if you ain't risking, you ain't racing. If you ain't banging, you ain't racing, right? So you're going to see Joey have a day or two. He's not done, but it's not. I don't see him win another championship.
They're further in between than they used to be, which.
And with the chase now and not the win and get in, and yeah.
Yep, 100%. All right, it's time for our new, well, not our new segment, but one segment we got working in. It is stock up, stock down, and we will be getting into first stock up. Spencer, who is your stock up this week?
My stock up is Zane Smith. I know I was singing his praises earlier. Zane Smith is a wheelman. He's driving his butt off. He's been fast recently. He's climbing up the rankings. He got a 4th place finish. I have Zane Smith as my stock up.
All right. Well, my stock up is I got to stay with my Joe Gibbs guys, man. Not the 11, because this stock's always up in my book. But the 19, the Chase Briscoe. He came into Charlotte in 15th in points near the cutoff line. And now, leaving San Diego, he has moved up into 10th. So he is slowly and methodically moving his way up. And not a terrible run yesterday. So that is where I have my stock up. Joe Gibbs, baby. Always. Now time for the unfortunate. When you got the good, you got to have the bad. Stock down. Who is your stock down?
My stock down is Austin Cindric, the 2-car. So I don't like what I'm seeing. He's hesitant. He's not aggressive, you know? He always seems to be riding Blaney's coat, and when he can't, fly behind Superman anymore, he kind of falls back. I see him moving. He gets forward and then it's constantly coming back. I don't see aggression. I don't see desire. I don't see somebody that deserves stock up, and I think his stock is down. I mean, he's on the bubble. He is in the playoffs right now, but he's at 15th, and who cares? So mediocrity is not good enough. This is Penske. This is 2. This is one of the legendary numbers. You know, you've got your 11s, you've got your 2s, you've got your 8s, 3s, 48s. You know, there are numbers that matter, and 2 is one of them. 5s, 6s, you know, and if you get a number like that, and you get a team like that, and you are just not performing in the car, and you just look at it, and it just doesn't look like desire. It kind of looks like he's frozen. So for that, I get him a stock down.
Man, you just went all in on your guy, man. I'd never do that to Denny. I'm just telling you now. Denny,
You would.
you'll never get that treatment from me, buddy.
Well, if Denny was driving the way Austin is, you would.
No. My stock down is, unfortunately, somebody I thought I would be saying stock up after this race. SVG. We're going into Coronado in the Sonoma, two road courses. He was down at 14th in points. You look at it, and you're like, these two races may help him bolster himself up into the thing going into, he's improved on ovals. So you never know. You get good point days on these, your stock is going up and through the roof. Unfortunately, it gets entangled in the pile up here. And when you look at it in Charlotte, he was 14th. Then he moved up to 12th in Nashville. Then he went back to 14th for a couple races, and he leaves San Diego under the cut line going to Sonoma. So what could have been a stock up for him and a help for him, now he's going to have to dig out the hard way after Sonoma. I think he'll do better in Sonoma, but I think he's going to have a hole to dig now because he's going to have to show that improvement on the ovals and Indianapolis and some of those other, tracks if he wants to make it into the chase. So right now he is my stock down, SVG in the 97.
Let me ask you a question about SVG for next week,
Yes.
right? So to me, it kind of seemed like SVG was, not that he wasn't being aggressive. He was out there banging with others, but it kind of felt like he was holding back.
Yes.
We're used to seeing SVG get out front of these road courses and set the pace. And he didn't do that this week, right? He didn't get out front. He didn't set the pace, and he ended up getting mired in a wreck.
Yeah, because I think also it went with the whole thing with Coronado. Nobody knew what to expect.
I hear you.
I think with the other road courses, he knows the equipment. He knows how to run them. He knows what the equipment's going to do. So he knows the pace. I don't think he understood, or he didn't know what the pace should be here. So he kind of said, I'm going to push it, but I'm not pushing it enough to where, because there's been some road course races, he's been at a 6-7 second lead. I mean, it's not even close, but this one, it was all kind of.
So to the question, right?
Yep.
Question posed for you. Mm-hmm. Next week we go to Sonoma.
Yep.
Like you said, a track that he's familiar with. Mm-hmm. Do you think we see him jump out to an early lead in order to correct what happened at Coronado, so he doesn't get mired in the back?
I think you're going to see that
front,
team
really,
go for stage 1 win, stage 2 win, and a race win next week.
I agree. I think he's going to come out super aggressive next week.
In a way, one, they need to, because again, SVG has been improving on ovals and the regular courses for NASCAR, but he's still not there where you're like, okay, we're at the cut line and we know we're going to these tracks and we know SVG's good here. You wasted one of those road courses now, and now you've got to have another one that if you want to get into the chase. Yeah, you gotta come out of this with almost max points if you're SVG, I feel.
Oh yeah, it's must win.
Yeah, let me see something real quick here. I got the points up, so I want to see where he's at right now. He is 5 points under the cut line.
That cut line is tight.
Reese.
There's like 5 people right there.
Yeah, he's 10 points behind Eric Jones. 14 through 22, there is 45 points between them.
Right.
That's all that's covering, 14 to 22.
And that 14 to 17 range is within like 20 points.
No, within 10.
Yeah. It's tight.
Joey Logano's only 15 points out of 14th place. And Brad Keselowski's only 3 points behind him. And AJ Allmendinger's 8 points behind that. And then Michael McDowell and Ross Chastain are within striking distance if they have a good day and somebody has a bad day. But
everything's hitting BK this year. So I mean, he's going to get hit by a bird. Like I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, BK. if it again, it is BK and Chase Elliott. If there's an accident, somehow it seems like this year they're finding it. It could be something out of nothing, and all of a sudden it's like, where'd that guy come from? I mean, they are Corey Day. The manhole cover gets them. I mean,
One more question. Last question for Coronado, right?
all right.
Let's put a bow on Coronado. Thank you, Coronado. So Tyler Reddick, racing for the lead with Corey HEIM, does the crossover, comes into the corner kind of hot, overdrives it, bangs Corey a little bit, runs Corey towards the wall, slows down.
Yep.
They were saying they believe that he did it intentionally to be a good teammate. I think that's true. At first, I wondered if maybe he just hit the brakes hard because he didn't want to actually run into the wall himself. But no, I think he let him go.
Yeah.
Did he do the right thing?
For his team, no. For 2311, the company, yes. And also, I guess there's a lot of respect there because when they said they hired Corey HEIM, he was on the soapbox for Corey HEIM. So there's a lot of respect there. So I think that kicked in too, where it's like, look, I'm not gonna take the win this way. But it also, I mean, like Denny said in the post, was like it just showed who Tyler Reddick is. That's the driver he is. Like he's gonna race you hard, but again, he also said, look, HEIM raced him clean, and then Reddick roughed him up. Now I think if HEIM had raced him, bumping him and things like that, and that happened, I think Tyler Reddick keeps going. But HEIM raced him clean, and then Reddick, whatever the mistake, he hit the wall, then pushed him in, or whatever you want to look at it, and he reset. And I thought it was interesting because somebody went back in time, and it was, I forgot who he was racing. Dale Earnhardt, rest in peace. There was 2 laps to go in a race. I want to say it was Harry Gant. I don't know if that was if that's correct though. He ended up putting him sideways, and he got him loose.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
And then Earnhardt slowed it down enough to where they were back side by side instead of doing basically what Earnhardt would do.
Yep.
And they went on to finish the race there. And
he let him catch up, and they finished the race clean.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
I just think it's look. You raced me clean. I messed up, and I'm not gonna take the position from you. Now I do wonder though.
Do you think
wonder if it's not his teammate, if it's anybody else, does he race it the same way? That I do wonder.
That's a good question. One, I don't think he does, but also the flat tire kind of bails him out of that a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Because the tire wasn't on the right side. It wasn't the side that he banged Corey with. It wasn't caused by the contact. It was just something that happened and totally unrelated. So
I think it was from the contact before with Corey. There was one point where I don't know if he's trying to. I don't know if I'm. Again, I am not the technical one on this show, but he goes in a kind of.
We have a technical guy.
Yeah, well, he kind of goes into like side draft him in a way, and they kind of touch real quick.
Maybe.
Not much, but I think that's where some of that started, and then the tire just ends up giving out before. What do you have? 3 laps to go, and then
I think it was 2. Yeah.
He's on the thing like he doesn't want to cause the yellow before HEIM gets to the because now you've set up HEIM, you get the yellow, and now you're gonna have.
You guys have run away to a 10-second lead. Yeah.
Yeah. And now you're going to lose it because the tires, like, I was like, I tell you now, that last turn when he was going to the chicane and I knew he was like coming back up, I was like, oh, I'm waiting for the yellow. I seriously was waiting for NASCAR to throw the yellow and be like, oh, it's green, white, checker. All right. But they didn't. And it was HEIM time, baby.
HEIM time.
All right, we do have some videos. One video. This is from the interaction between Magnussen and Noah Gragson. There's a lot going on in between this. I know they talked it out, and they basically was told to F off. Gragson
Agree to disagree, yeah.
Yeah, with the way everything happened. But here is... I'm believing this is under the red flag. You're going to see a little bit of the beating and banging that they had, and then you're going to hear Noah and Magnussen kind of talking on the radio to each other, not to each other, to their respective teams, and we'll come back and discuss right after we hear this.
I'm stuck behind this guy. I don't know who he is. I bumped him, but he turned out in front of me, so he's angry with me. How's my back bumper look when the 91 just absolutely pile drove me into 12?
Yeah, I think it's okay.
Yeah, all these F1 heads just think they get fenders and a bumper. They just drive in the inside and just barrel into everyone. Had it.
All right, so there you go. Noah Gregson talking about the F1 guys. He's had it.
Had it.
I just find it amusing, man. I do, really.
That's NASCAR. That's what we love.
Yeah, that's just like, bro, you're telling me the Ford didn't. And look, there is 7 minutes of a clip. There's a 7-minute clip of these two just beating and banging each other down the ways. And, like, I mean, this wasn't something that was just like, oh, one corner and done. No, this was, there's a whole, like, I think it's 7 minutes and 40-something seconds of just these two guys just until he gets spun.
Yeah.
Until Magnussen ends up spinning the floor. Like,
the did you see the sort of meme they put together where they put Ricky Bobby and I can't remember
real life.
I can't remember the character's name anymore. Sacha Baron Cohen, who was playing the other guy, the French guy, underneath, and then they put Noah and Magnussen face to face. Awesome. I mean, but hey, props to Magnussen. He came in, and when he was asked about it, he was like, "Listen, this is NASCAR. This is the way these guys do it." So, I was just, being part of one of the guys, I guess. I
don't know what, like, I almost feel like there's such a disconnect between the drivers to where it's like you have some that just race so respectable. It's like, oh, we don't touch each other. We just, blah, blah, blah. I'm not saying you got to use your cars and be demolition derby, but make it exciting and get your nose in there and get dirty. Show some, to me, and again, this is a fan, not somebody that's, having to pay for any of this car damage or anything else.
Right.
I want you sticking your nose down in there and forcing them up the track or what. Show me something. You talked about with the 2-car with Austin Cindric.
Yep.
It feels like there's no passion. Like he's not showing. Like he's just there driving around, man. That gets to me when it's just like I love the super speedways because it's fast, but there's also times where it's like, okay, everybody's just following each other now because nobody wants to get out of line and then it becomes just, hey, let's just follow around and let's just do laps. And for a while during the race, it gets a little boring. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, you can get up and make a sandwich, go pee, whatever.
Yeah, because all they're going to do is follow each other for a while, and then it's almost near the end of the stage. Okay, well now somebody might jump out, and it's things like that. Like that's where NASCAR to me, and I know I've said this over and over, and I know you probably get tired of me saying it. I love the stage racing. I think it makes it more important, but I hate the fact that they stop the race for caution after every stage. For instance, when you're talking about like, will SVG go up and get a 10-second lead? Does it matter if he wins by 10, 30, 8, 10, whatever? Because as soon as they cross the line and they get the stage end, that lead dissipates. Doesn't matter.
It does, though. It does when you don't have to worry.
Stage.
Well, no, it matters when you don't have to worry about getting involved in a wreck with three people behind you.
But the problem is the stage ends, and what happens? You line them back up.
And that was a restart. I get that, yeah.
And now here you go again. But again, there's no incentive for an SVG to go out and get a huge lead if he wanted to, because in 12 or 14 laps, you're going to be lining it back up to restart anyways.
Well, there is an incentive. The bigger his lead, the more people he catches up to, the more people he laps, the less people he has on a lead lap. If they decide to do a roll through, all of a sudden their equipment isn't as good. and they're at the back. And if they're, they get lapped, they're at the back anyway. So you're just putting more people behind you in a more permanent basis. But realistically, it's about limiting your exposure to the chaos.
But on a road course, you're not gonna get up to the top 20. You might put some of the other cars back down a lap, but usually your top 20, you're not gonna lap them on a road course. I mean, you're gonna have 20 cars at least lining up usually.
I mean, we saw what he did at the Glen when he, I mean,
you're right.
It's not you're right. It's not Dover. I get that, but.
No, it's
you run up to
to me
you run up to a 10-second lead, and those 10 seconds matter when you pit, and now all of a sudden you're only coming out 5th instead of 15th, right? Like those things matter.
Yeah, and also, man, again, let me go on my soapbox here. Let me hop on it. Oh, there we go, a little soapbox. I'm watching this points race now, and I'm watching what's happening. Like they know, okay, Reddick and Hamlin have run away with it. It's those two for the regular season. For the regular season,
maybe
now they're just trying to get lined up to get to that number 6. 6 or above is where they want to get, and that's how they're racing right now. That's how they're racing.
We don't.
You saw it yesterday. The teams that stayed out were the teams that needed the points.
Yeah, but we don't know that it's just Denny and Reddick yet. We thought it was just Reddick, and Denny caught up.
Yeah, but I mean,
Chase Elliott can win more races. Ryan Blaney is like 100 points behind. If he pulls off 2 or 3 wins,
Blaney's 133 behind Reddick, 125 behind Hamlin.
Yeah.
But there's what?
10 more races to go.
Yeah, there's 10, I guess. Yeah, there's time. There's time, I guess. But you're asking Hamlin and Reddick to have colossals, and man, everything I've seen, I don't think they're gonna have that big of letdowns. Now they're going to have some races where they're stinkers. Don't get me wrong.
We still got Daytona.
That's got to be a race where Blaney then does max points.
We still got Atlanta. We still got Daytona.
Yeah,
we've got places where things can go awry.
And speaking of that leads me to my trivia question. Number
Okay.
1. There are 3 racers that have 0 DNFs on the year. And I'm not counting Kevin Magnussen as one, so or Catherine Legg. Neither of those 2 count. Full-time racers, there's 3. Without looking, Spencer O'Neill. Can you name? I know you can name 1 probably, but can you name the other 2? And we've talked about both of them today. Not in nauseum, but both of them have been mentioned in today's broadcast.
I want to say Chris Buescher. Okay. Yeah.
Strike 1.
Okay.
That's 1 strike. And if you want to throw it in the chat and try to help him out, you can.
Did Denny finish every race?
Denny Hamlin is one of them, yes.
Okay. Tyler didn't finish like 2 weeks ago, right? Yep. I know it's not Bubba. Has Blaney finished every race?
Blaney was, I believe it was 1 DNF.
Okay.
I'm sorry, 2 DNFs for Blaney.
Yeah, earlier. I don't know.
The second one is in 9th place in points, the number 77 of Carson Hocevar.
Dang, I was thinking Hocevar, but there was no way he was gonna finish every race with the way he races. But I was wrong. Okay,
and
yeah.
The number 3 one is the 14th in points, and somebody we've talked a lot about.
Zane
drives the Dollar General Toyota. Eric Jones.
Oh, Eric Jones. Wow. Okay.
Yep, those 3 are the 0 DNFs, and of course they got Magnussen's got none and Legg, but I'm not counting those. And then the lap leaders. Could you name the top 3 in lap leaders. You don't have to be in order, but the 3 racers you think are the leaders, and then I'll give you the top 6. I have the top 6
of the most laps led. So, Denny and Tyler.
Denny's number 1. Tyler's number 3.
Okay. Gibbs hasn't led enough. Chase has won, but did he lead for long periods of time? I don't think so. SVG? SVG. No. I take that back because the road courses have enough laps. I feel like Blaney hasn't been out front enough. Chase Elliott?
Chase Elliott is number 6 on the list.
Okay.
Number 2 is Kyle Larson with 608.
Kyle Larson. I should have known that. He's been climbing with... quietly climbing. Yeah.
The interesting one to me was the number 4. The number 4. You know who number 4 is? C. Bell. He's got 416 laps led.
That makes sense. He's led a lot of laps, but he just keeps getting...
Yeah, and Blaney's 5th.
Things happening.
Blaney's 5th with 310.
Okay.
So...
How many laps has Denny led?
824. And then Larson is 608. And Reddick is 428.
Dominating at the short tracks will do that to you.
Yeah. Yeah, that All-Star race was a big one for him there. Spencer O'Neill, appreciate your time tonight. We're going to try to figure out a way to do... just to give you a little bit of heads up behind the curtain here, we feel it takes a little bit too long to talk about the post-race a week later when we do the preview. So what we're going to try to do is we will basically preview the race before on Sunday and be on the lookout for a day that we're going to be doing the post-race before the next broadcast, because we felt for a week it was a little bit too long. 1, for us to remember everything.
Yeah.
And 2, to kind of just sit there and debate on something. So you will be getting a preview basically of a race and the post-race.
Also, by the time we get to Sunday morning, like, I want to talk about what happened that week, right? Like, what's going on Twitter, what happened on the show. And
we'll get more into the news part of it. The preview will be more newsy. News that broke and in our opinions of the news. Not like me and Spencer are going to be here breaking any news, but we'll be talking about the news that has been broken. So you get an idea of what where we're going with the show. And we appreciate each and everybody that's joined us on Twitch, X, Facebook. If you can, please jump over to the Stanley Media House Network YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe, hit the like. Spencer, let them know where they can get a hold of you, my man.
You can find me on X at NoldOut87. You can find me here at Stanley Media House, where the door's always open. You can find me hanging out on these YouTube streets. I am Nold Out. And, hit me up. We'll talk some racing.
Yep, and you can catch me at SS_Sports Talk, and I'm at Stanley Media House everywhere else. Of course, Stanley Media House Network on YouTube. And I think I'm jumping on Substack, buddy, by the way. I might jump on Substack as well. But it'll be under Sports Talk with Sean Stanley, because it'll probably be more short form and things like that. So if you get a chance, jump over there and follow me there. Have not started anything there yet. It's just kind of set up, ready to roll. But appreciate each and everybody. Appreciate Slim Pickens 420 for being in.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming in.
Joining us more often, man. Love to talk some racing with you. Appreciate
Thank you for coming in and not lurking, coming up and saying something. Appreciate you.
Yep.
And for those out there that are lurkers.
Me papa.
Yeah. Hey, for those out there that are lurkers, hop on, say something. We'd love to talk to you.
Yeah, man. This is a show for fans, man. We're giving opinions. We'd love to hear your opinions and everything else, and talk about it respectful and debate it, and just have some fun talking some NASCAR. If you want to hear some good wrestling, we've got the Squared Circle Digest this Wednesday, but right after this show at 8 o'clock, Adrian and Tony, they are doing a special, I believe, show at 8 o'clock on the Rainy Day Podcast channel, and 2 Raw for SmackDown. So if you want to talk a little wrestling, go over there and check them out. But then be back here Wednesday for me and Frankie Fresco as we do the Squared Circle Digest. And me and Adrian this Friday, we'll be back talking some South Florida sports unfiltered right here on the Stanley Media House Network, where the door is always open. And in the words of the great Spencer O'Neill,
Talking racing now!
Talking racing now.